All right, guys, 4.6 part 2. So in the first one, they gave us a table. We had to make the graph and the rule. Second one, they gave us the rule. We made the table and the graph. Now they're giving us the graph. We've got to make the table and then the rule. So here's how we make the table. At 0, 0, that's a point. Find where your dots connect the x and y axis. So when my x is 1, my y is 5. When my x is 2, my y is 7.5. When my x is 4, my y is 15. When my x is 6, when my x is 5, we get 20. When my x is 6, it looks like I get, 19. Let me double check this too. 2. Yeah, that looks right. Something's not coming out right here. I'm going to make a dot wherever they cross a corner. You know what? I don't like it. That graph's a little off, so Ms.O said so. You love it when I say that. Okay, staying sharp. Let me help you with a couple of things. So what happens here is it says, is the expression A plus B meaningful in this situation? If so, what does it mean? Well, Venue goes to a fruit stand and buys some apples and bananas. A represents the number of apples, so instead of A, I'm going to write number of apples, plus B represents the number of bananas she buys, so number of bananas she buys. Bananas. CA is the cost of the apple, and CB is the cost of each banana. So if they're not represented by the same thing, they cost separate. If I added the number of apples plus the number of bananas, I'd simply get the total pieces of fruit she buys. Let's talk about this one. A, again, is the number of apples, times CB is the cost of each banana. Cost of banana. Love bananas, by the way. They're so good. And apples. Would I ever take the number of apples and multiply it by the cost of bananas? Heck no. I could take the apples and multiply it by the cost of an apple, or the bananas times the cost of a banana, but you wouldn't take apples and charge you bananas. Write an expression for the total cost of Venue's purchase. Well, Venue's purchase is going to be however total money of bananas plus the total money of apples. Well, to figure out how much she's going to spend on bananas, I have to take the number of bananas she bought and multiply it by the cost of one of those bananas. For instance, if you bought 4 bananas times $1 a piece, you're going to spend $4. If I bought 5 bananas at $2 a piece, 5 times 2 is $10. So there's the total money of bananas. I need to add that with the total money is spent on apples. Well, that's the number of apples times the cost of one apple. So for example, if I bought 3 apples, they each cost $2. 3 times 2, that's $6. So the cost of the bananas plus the cost of the apples. That was a little bit hard. All right, guys, until tomorrow.